More earthquakes in Oklahoma. I woke up this morning, too, because of the earthquake.
I know. Another one, 4.1, just before 6 a.m. at 5:53 a.m. right there at Lake Arcadia.
Yeah.
And shook another big part of our city once again. And so if you look at this graph that we have, this is pretty amazing. Look at the amount of earthquakes that we've had. Now, mind you, this is from yesterday. The amount of earthquakes that we've had already here in 2014 compared to what we're used to. And as you can see, that graph just keeps going up and up, and not slightly. It's like taking a huge jump to the weekend.
An astronomical jump this year. And you know what? It turns out that Oklahoma right now has more earthquakes this year so far than any other state.
It's amazing. It really is.
We're in the middle of the country.
Very disheartening, and it's freaking a lot of people out, including me. We're really just getting tired of it. And not only that, but it's becoming big nationwide news. And guess what? The Today Show sent Al Roker here. You can see him outside of our Capitol. Al Roker even came and did a big, long Today Show story on it. And about the earthquakes and what could be causing it, what people think might be causing it,
He was in our neck of the woods, Drew.
He was. He likes to get out of New York City and come to our neck of the woods.
Nice.
So, yeah, nice to have Al Roker here, even for bad stuff.
I know, but he was one of the topics that a lot of people think it is how oil's being drilled right now. So he came and talked about that, and I know a lot of people think it's due to fracking, and who knows what it is. All I know is that it's scaring the heck out of me.
I know, and it's kind of become like a political issue, whether it's fracking or not, and this and that. I mean, I don't know. Sure seems pretty likely, but I'm not a scientist or anything, and it seems like even the scientists are afraid to actually say what it is, even when I think they know what it is. I think there's just so much that goes into actually making and saying that that is what it is that everyone just seems to be freaked out. Nobody wants to actually put a stop to it.
I know. I'm taking everything off my walls. I'm going to have just a house with a bed and like the furniture, and that's going to be it. I'm terrified of things falling on me.
We're all just worried about the big one. You know, I mean, these fours are starting to get big enough where they're rattling our entire city. But bigger than that, that's really, I think, is where we're going, and that's what's really scaring some people.
Yeah, definitely.
Including me. I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe stop, Abby.
You know what else is scary? Teen drivers.
Oh, here in Oklahoma, teen drivers are really, really bad, according to this new survey. This new study that came out, WalletHub.com, did this, and they were looking at the worst states for teen drivers. We are one of the worst. We came in at number 47, behind South Dakota, Mississippi, and Nebraska, and that takes into effect motor vehicle accidents with teen drivers, the amount of teen drivers on the road. You know, deaths, the most deaths for teenagers is because of traffic accidents, driving accidents.
I also read recently that more teens are texting than ever before while driving, which is really scary. So that may be part of it, being really bad drivers. But what's interesting about this survey is that the best states for driving were New York and Hawaii, the two places where you don't drive a car.
Well, I think that's maybe part of it, is when you're 16 and you're in cities like that, you don't get your license right away, so they don't have as many teen drivers on the road. The teenagers are taking buses and subways and stuff. What is really bad, Oklahoma ranks last in the safety coordination category. So we are dead last, and that takes into account the amount of accidents, the percentage of teen drivers with license, fatalities for teenage drivers, under the influence teenage drivers, and of course the quality of roads in Oklahoma, which we know are fantastic.
Oh, I know, right? That pothole that messes up my suspension every day on the way to work comes to mind.
You know, that Purcell-Lexington bridge that just opened up. There are police officers on both sides of it to make sure that there isn't a semi that goes over it, and to make sure that there's only a certain amount of cars going over it at one time, because they want to test it out for a couple months to make sure it's still safe.
Are you kidding?
So if you drive over, there are police, like 2 on each side, I hear, that are actually like stopping people to make sure that they're not too heavy going over that bridge.
Oh my God. I'm terrified.
And that's the one we just fixed. So yeah, I think that kind of has a lot to do with it too.
That's the one I told you. That's when I told you. I was like, if we're gonna fix this thing, it's go big or go home, or go big or close the bridge.
Close the bridge, yes.
They did the repairs instead of like totally doing a major overhaul because it was cheaper. I say when it comes to safety and transportation, spend the money.
Spend the money. Well, shoot, if you just drive on I-35, it's supposed to be one of our biggest highways, and it's treacherous. So that may have a little bit to do with the fact that teenage drivers aren't used to driving on roads like ours.
We just like to live on the edge in Oklahoma.
That's right, we do. too. Yeah. And we love to get new suspension and new tires quite a bit.
It's fabulous. It's a great way to spend your paycheck.
That's why our rent is so low. It's because we have to pay for tires and suspension every few months.
Exactly. Well, we don't have dress code problems here, or maybe we do, but when I was growing up, it was not like this. This girl in North Carolina, her name is Violet Burkhart. Take a look at a picture of a dress she wore to school. This is Violet. She was a senior in North Carolina. She wore this on the last week of school. They gave her detention for that dress because they said it was too short.
Now, was it detention or did they send her home?
Well, they sent her home, but then she also got detention on top of that.
Okay, so she missed the last 2 hours of the last day of school, and she got detention. So mom decided to do something interesting, kind of show the school what they were made of, and she wore that exact same dress to graduation.
There's the bathroom selfie, and then there she is at graduation wearing the same dress to show her daughter that, hey, I've got your back. There you go, looking very nice. Okay, what cracks me up about this is like, okay, the length never occurred to me. I thought the length was just fine. It was, if anything, I would have thought the top might have been too revealing, because I mean, it was a little bit lower cut.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I know.
Think the top kind of overrules the bottom there?
Yeah, and keep in mind, she was a senior. I mean, she's getting ready to go into college, so it's a little different than like a 15-year-old wearing something like that, but... And they said that she wore that 5 other times that year, and nothing ever happened. But still, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things like you got sent home from school. It's not that big of a deal.
I know.
And then it becomes like, it always becomes like a big publicity thing when a kid gets sent home from school and the parents are all about it and they want to get on the Today Show and everything. I mean, I remember breaking the dress code in school so that I would get sent home.
Really?
So that you would have those couple hours like, oh, darn, my shorts are too short. Oh,
funny.
Because we weren't allowed to wear shorts.
Really?
We went to school through the middle of June, no air conditioning, but no shorts were allowed.
Did you go to school in the 50s?
No, it was not, but it sure seems like it. So you could wear like those long jam shorts, but they had to be well below the knee, and so we tried to push it really just to get sent home.
So you're wearing man capris?
Yeah, pretty much.
Man capris, that's awesome.
It was like 90 degrees in that school. I mean, and then we had like a box fan in some of the rooms. That was about it. So the fact that you couldn't wear shorts was brutal, but...
We had the fingertip length rule, so you had to put your hands to your side. And I always claimed that I had long arms. Thank you very much. And so, you know, my shorts, I was like, I'm not going to wear them to my knees. Anyway, you had to have a change of clothes in the backpack.
We would get in trouble on purpose because the only air-conditioned part of the school was the principal's office. So that people would get in trouble just so they have to go sit in there and wait to see the principal.
That's hilarious.
One other thing, of course, the World Cup. Crazy.
I'm sorry, is the World Cup going on? I haven't heard anything about it. Just kidding.
Everyone has become a soccer fan. I never heard anything about soccer for 4 years, but when the World Cup's going, everybody's watching. Here in the United States, of course, but they're also celebrating in Chile. They beat Australia, so here we had a video. Watch what happens to these Chilean soccer fans. They're on the street late at night celebrating in the truck, and watch what happens when the truck starts moving. It's coming. It's coming!
Are they okay?
Yeah, they're fine. They've got some I'm sure, alcohol in them, so they get up and they start chasing after the truck. It's okay. Trust me, they're fine. Look, they're getting up. They're going after the truck. Wait, all right, all right.
Oh. Drew, that was so painful. They fell far. Oh, my God.
I don't know why people falling makes me laugh so much, but a bunch of drunk soccer fans falling out of the truck is priceless.
Oh my gosh.
Yay, Chile, yay, we won, we won, whoa.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, Drew, that like breaks my heart. What if they got hurt?
Well, obviously, Caleb in there in the production area loves that video too.
He slowed it down. That's sad.
Making me tear up. That's so funny.
I'm glad that you like to relish in other people's misery. It's awesome.
There's a camera's always rolling.
Camera's always rolling.
That's right. If you're going to do something stupid, it's going to be caught on camera.
Oh my gosh. Splat.
Yay, soccer.
Woohoo. What, are we playing anymore or are we done?
Sunday. No, we play Sunday. We play Sunday and then I don't know after that.
Maybe I'll watch Sunday.